Hi, it's Brian Decker with your Market Minute. I want to talk to you about a couple of misunderstandings on the inflation side. One of them is the view that inflation-adjusted value of the dollar has less purchasing power today than it did in the 1900s. While that's a true statement, it assumes that the United States is the only country in the world that has experienced inflation over the last 125 years. In other words, the value of the US dollar has declined relative to every other currency in the world. The money supply has grown. However, that has not been the case. Today's dollar is roughly the same value as in 1980, and the money supply has increased. Notably, increases in the money supply on the rate of change basis typically correlates to a stronger, not a weaker dollar. And also take into consideration that other countries are devaluing their currency too. So that's number one. The second is increases in the money supply create inflation. That's a misunderstanding. Historically, money supply changes have not led to inflation increases, except for the COVID-19 pandemic, where the money supply and the demand balance was shifted. Outside of that singular and unique event, increases in the money supply generally coincided with recessionary and deflationary events like the dot-com crash, the financial crisis. However, since the turn of the century, the inflation rate has remained fairly stable, averaging 2.6%, with M2 growing at 3.8%. Most notably, from 2009 to 2019, the average inflation rate was below the long-term average despite increased money supply levels. In other words, the increased money supply did not lead to inflation.